Howdy folks, and I hope you all remember what they did to Fresno Bob, wherever you are in collecting land. Welcome back to the channel for another quarter scale statue preview. So overnight, Sideshow have dropped the long awaited quarter scale take on Snake Plissken. But before we dive in and take a look at him, I'd like to send a New York size shout out to everybody who's supported the channel. And please drop a like and hype on this video, as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale, 1/4 scale, action figure, statue, news, reviews, previews, tours and all that other good stuff. So regulars to the channel will not only know my passion for Escape from New York, but they'll also know my passion for the 1/6 scale as well. But I also do dabble quite a lot in quarter scale, and I have been waiting for the definitive Snake Plissken, the definitive Kurt Russell in quarter scale for quite some time now to go in my quarter scale collection. So is this the one? Is this the answer to Mr. Go Figure's prayers? Well, let's find out and have a look at the shots that Sideshow have dropped on us. So firstly, what have we got? First impressions, I've got to say, pretty good. Proportions look on point. While we're talking proportions, actually, let's take a look at his vitals, and I've written these down. This guy comes in at 22.5 inches tall, 10.81 inches wide, and 11.27 inches deep. I always thought he'd be taller. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. But yeah, first impressions, very, very good. We're seeing this diorama base. Looks like a chunk of street, chunk of New York street here, even though it wasn't shot in New York. We've got some danger tape going on here, some caution yellow tape. I'm sure we'll get a closer look at that base before this preview's out, but base is looking good. As for the figure itself, well, proportions look on point, as I mentioned. He's wearing the jacket now. Doesn't wear the jacket an awful lot in the film. We do see 2 or 3 scenes, but the majority of the time he is jacketless, but they've gone for the jacket look. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. I do tend to, with a lot of the figures, go with the jacket off look, but I think it works here. The detailing looks great. The boots look right with that plate on the front and the detailing there. The spikes on those boots. The urban camo pants look great. He's got the holster. He's carrying the tracker. We've got the Mac 10, the customized Mac 10 with the suppressor and the scope on it, on point. He's got the bracelets, both of them, the timer on the right, on the left, the eagle button on the right. So all of that's looking on point. And we'll get to the head sculpt. So first impressions, very, very good indeed. The pose, well, we'll talk about that momentarily. Next pose here, same pose, but slightly different angle, slightly more full on. We've got the head off at an angle there. I was a little bit concerned that this wasn't quite dynamic enough when I saw it. I think it's meant to replicate the sequence where he first arrives in New York. Crazy's come out of the sewers and he's still wearing that jacket. Yeah, it's iconic, but is it the one I would have gone for? I'm not 100% convinced on this, but I think it's a great pose, don't get me wrong. They've kept it relatively neutral and not gone for an action pose here, Sideshow. Yeah, we'll see if it grows on me. We've got the black shirt underneath here, and it's fair to say at this point as well, although it does mention in the blurb here that there is some material involved, it doesn't say where, so it doesn't. I'm assuming the leather jacket is going to be sculpted polystone resin, which it normally is with Sideshow figures and Sideshow statues. So yeah, so what part of this is material? Interesting. Is it the belt? Is it the t-shirt? I suppose time will tell, but overall, yeah, looking very, very good. He's got the butt ski in his mouth there. The eye patch looks right, and what we need to do though is get a close-up on that head sculpt. Very well lit, these photos as well. Love those upward angle shots, as regulars will know. I think that looks very, very good indeed. I'm going to lean in here and check out some of the details here. Obviously, he's got the Smith & Wesson holster with the scope on it. The detailing on that jacket looks very good. Historically, Snake's jacket has come off as unweathered, regardless of scale here. Some companies have it's been less weathered, too weathered. Looks like they've got it just about right, maybe a little under weathered, but let me know in the comment section below what you think. But the edges of that jacket look weathered. They've captured the deep brown and those lighter areas. That t-shirt looks on point. Yeah, everything looks present and correct. On to the next. Now we're getting closer to the all-important head sculpt. First impressions, very good. It's unmistakably Kurt Russell. It's unmistakably Snake Plissken. The hairstyle with that parting with the fringe flowing down looks good. The colour is a little bit matte for me. I would probably want to see more colours in there. It all depends on what you're watching the movie and whether you're streaming it, watching it in 4K, DVD, or VHS, whatever it might be. Certain sequences, there were lighter parts in the hair, in the front sections in particular, and at the sides. A lot of that could have been down to the on-set lighting or the medium you're watching it in, as I said, but looks a little matte to me, that hair. Although the detailing's nice, you can see the individual strands and the style is on point. Maybe I'd like to have seen a little bit more by the way of different shades going on in that hair. But overall, yeah, looking good. The sculpt itself, very impressive. Is it 100%? Not for me. No, it's not 100%, but it's very good. We've got that 5 o'clock shadow going on, that top lip sort of mustache going on as well. That looks very good. It did run down into his neck quite a bit in the movie, and they've sort of stopped it at the jawline there by the looks of it. But overall, I think the paint applications for that 5 o'clock shadow are very good. Cigarette looks good. We've got that sort of curled lip thing going on, which is excellent. Skin tones and textures look absolutely on point, but how that will translate to the finished product, I'm sure we'll have to wait and see on that one as well. But the patch looks good. Yeah, there's something just a little bit, I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm like this at the moment with the photos that I've seen, but the later ones could change my mind. He's clutching the motion tracker there as well, and we're seeing some more of that distress on the leather jacket itself, and it looks like they've got that just about right. I think the previous shot was a bit too dark, we couldn't see that. It looks like they've just about nailed it, because those aficionados of Escape from New York will be all over this, and they'll want to see that weathering in the right place. And it looks like they've nailed it on. And I'm going to say that the jacket probably isn't the material part of this of this statue, but that's just a stab in the dark. So on to the next shot. Distance shot here, and we're getting to see the detailing on that base for the first time, and I've got to say I like it a lot. Not sure whether that 22 inches includes this base. I'm going to assume it probably does, and I'm going to assume that he's pegged in as with all Sideshow statues. But yeah, it looks like we've got a chunk of the New York street here. He's on a manhole cover. That caution tape, as we mentioned. I do like this base. I think manufacturers can have a tendency to get too busy or not get busy enough. It's always different with the statue. You can be a little bit busy, but you don't want to detract from the figure itself. Unlike this guy who sat next to me, way too busy this base for an action figure. You can't do anything with it, but it's a static pose, obviously, within in a statue. So really, having it being busy is not an issue, as I say, as long as it doesn't detract from the statue. But yeah, once again, everything's looking present and correct, like in those boots. Looks like we've got some weathering going on there, and you've got those spikes in the end of the boots as well. Profile shot of that head sculpt, yeah, still something not 100% there, and I'm not sure what it is. The profile, Is it 100% Kurt Russell, 100% Snake? No, I don't think it is. I think they've made a fist of it though. Let's move on to the next shot from the back of the statue. The part of the statue, unless you're displaying it on a plinth, that nobody ever sees. But it's good to have the detailing in there. And you've got bits of rubble going on here, a continuation of that caution yellow banner floating off, liking that a lot. You can even see some of the metalwork coming out of the concrete there. Back looks very good. Once again, yeah, they've nailed it with that leather jacket and that slightly flared look that it had at the back there. The belt's there to tighten the jacket as well. So jacket is all good, as are those urban camo pants. So yeah, looking good from the back, Snake. Close-up look at that this diorama base. Yeah, liking this a lot. We've got that rock effect, that paving effect. Then we've got the manhole cover going on there, the sewer cover. Liking the weathering on there. We've got weathering all over the place, which is great to see. Gives it that used, that dirty, that worn look. You've got Wall Street road sign in the back there. Nice little touch with bullet holes in it. And we're getting to see those boots, the detailing on those boots. Good to see that it's been weathered properly. It doesn't look like they've overdone it. We've got weathering on the spikes. We've got weathering on those shin protectors. The pattern on those shin protectors looks spot on, and the detailing on the boots, including the tread, looks great. So weathering just about right on those boots. Excellent. Nice boots, Snake. Moving on. Another angle here, and yeah, I'm sort of starting to warm to this pose. I didn't think it was dynamic enough. I think they could have overcooked it, and they'd probably played it safe here, Sideshow, and kept it. I'm not saying neutral because it's not a neutral pose, obviously, but they've not gone too action with it. They've kept it relatively neutral with that, with the arm up holding the back 10 there. So yeah, I'm starting to warm to this pose, but once again, detailing looks excellent. I'm hoping we get a really close-up shot of that head sculpt so I can look at some of the details. Once again, and a different angle this time. And overall, yeah, warming to the pose. Detailing looks excellent. But it's that head sculpt. Let's move on. Cracking shot there from slightly lower down, getting closer to that head sculpt now. I'm going to lean in again here. We've got the scarring on the left cheek there, which is great to see. That detail's not been missed. That is that downward angle. I'm actually liking the head sculpt a little bit more. That's definitely got more Snake there for me. I'm definitely warming to the head sculpt as well, but yeah, as with obviously because they're not articulated statues, really it's down to the lighting for me. I love to muck around with the lighting to get that to get the best out of a statue, and I think it's looking very good. The detailing on that tracker, exceptional. Can't be faulted. It's the colour's right. You've got the red dot on there. Although it's slightly out of focus, you can see that eagle bracelet. That's looking good, and you can see that weathering. And the more I look at this leather jacket, the more I am convinced that this is part of the sculpt. Maybe it's that t-shirt. Who knows? Right, on to the next. Liking this shot a lot. Like this shot so much I used it in the thumbnail. You've got that red lighting on the right hand side there. We are really. This is probably, I think, the best look at this head sculpt we're going to get. And I'm going to lean in again here. Yes, it's very good. Scarring present. 5 o'clock shadow present. The one good eye, nice and glassy, the right colour. Everything is there. There's just something not 100% about that head sculpt. Now, for me to dive in with a statue, the head sculpt doesn't have to be absolutely 4K, ultra realistic, photograph quality, movie still quality. I think we've got to leave a little bit of leeway there for artistic interpretation. And bearing that in mind, I think they've done a cracking job here, Sideshow. But will I be picking it up? Has it convinced me yet? I'm still like this. On to the next. And yet another long shot here. And yeah, warm to that pose. And this really does give us an idea of the detail that they've gone into on those boots. Loving the boots there. Phenomenal work there on those boots. Close up on the Mac 10, and yeah, that silver section where it meets the barrel there, the suppressor, absolutely on point, as is the scope. Loving the detail on there. Maybe it's the strapping on the Mac 10 that's material. The magazine looks great, and the detailing in the hands looks on point. We've got bone work, we've got vein structuring there, we've got reddening on the knuckles so the hands can't be faulted, and the contrasting sort of gold and copper of that bracelet has been captured perfectly as well. Great shot, this one. Now, this is where I like this shot a lot, but this is where, again, there's a slight softness. I think that's what it is. There's a slight softness in that head sculpt and that hair, which I'm not 100% convinced with. Regulars to the channel know, I mean, I've recently did a video on their take on Cushing and Lee, and that suffered with the same issues, where everything else was on point. The scale, the proportions, the quality, it was mixed media, the quality of the materials used, the outfits and so on, were all nailed on. It was just let down by the head sculpt, and I think this one's just a touch soft. Is it soft enough to stop me from hitting that play button on this, though? That's yet to be decided. And that is the final shot, so there you have it, folks. That is Sideshow's premium format or quarter scale take on Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken from the classic Carpenter movie Escape from New York. What are your thoughts on this figure? What are your thoughts on the movie? What are your thoughts on John Carpenter? What are your thoughts on Sideshow? Nothing is off menu, and I'm going to throw this out there. I'm still on the fence. Convince me. Sell me this figure. I am like this at the moment. What are your thoughts? Should Mr. Go Figure go all in, throw caution to the wind? What does this thing come in at? Let's talk price. It's $607 US. That translates to 454 UK pounds. That's not a bad price for a quarter scale, a premium format figure. So yeah, the pricing is not bad at all on this one. But yeah, let me know in the comments section below. Should I go all in? So that about wraps it up for this preview, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful. What have we got coming up on the channel? Well, we've got plenty more 1/6 scale figure reviews. We've got stuff from Hot Toys, In Art, Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, Exo 6, Iconic Studios. The list goes on as always. And we've got plenty more quarter scale stuff as well. Statues and action figures. We've got tours, showcases, retro reviews. So as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of it. And I suppose all that remains for me to say is, from Snake Plissken and myself, a massive thank you for watching as always, and until next time on the channel, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.